This is the Mistress Carrie Situation Report for August 16th, 2023. Your daily entertainment headlines, industry info, and everything rock. Volbeat frontman Michael Paulson, in a new interview, talked about the split with longtime guitar player Rob Caggiano back in June. At the time, Caggiano released a statement saying, quote, "Sometimes relationships simply run their course. Sometimes certain obstacles, people, or circumstances get in the way of the greater good." Michael Paulson now saying there's a statement on the net and I can't go into too much details. But the thing is, 3 weeks before a tour, we suddenly became a three-piece. And of course, for us, we said, let's go out as a three-piece. This is the situation that we're in now. In a new interview on Bloodstock TV, the Bloodstock Open Air Festival in the United Kingdom, Megadeth leader Dave Mustaine spoke about the band's plans for the coming months, saying, quote, "We are constantly busy. We've got this amazing new thing. It's going to be announced very shortly. We're on our way to Stuttgart after tonight, and the announcement is going to be, I think, in the next couple of days, actually. It's a huge partnership with a company that we have been working for months on this project. All 4 band members are involved in it, and it's something you probably already do. Not only that, we've got a whole brand new world of Megadeth digital that's coming out. The band are also set to be live streaming their concert from the Budokan." As Aerosmith get ready to embark on their farewell tour and the release of their greatest hits box set on Friday, a new interview on the Dave Rickard's podcast, Chris Daughtry revealed that he was one of the candidates that Joe Perry approached to take over for Steven Tyler, who had at the time entered rehab for painkillers and then emerged to become a judge on American Idol. Chris Daughtry said, "I got this random call from Joe Perry. Joe Perry and Steven were apparently at odds with each other. It was all in the news. I think it was like a public breakup sort of thing. Joe Perry called me and I thought it was a joke at first, but he didn't even take the time to say, 'Hey, how are you doing?' He just went into his reason for calling me. How would you feel about hitting the road with us? You've got some cool songs and we could play those too." Daughtry said, "I was speechless. First of all, I don't consider myself any caliber of singer that Steven Tyler is, as far as I would not be able to tackle those songs the way Steven Tyler tackles them. He's irreplaceable in my mind. Furthermore, Steven Tyler's alive. This whole fear of pissing off one of my heroes was just looming, and I was like, there is no way that I can do this, Joe." The Deftones have announced the lineup for this year's Dia de los Deftones Festival, set to take place November 4th at Petco Park in San Diego. The Deftones will be headlining alongside artists like Knocked Loose, Pinback, Ryle, Capra, and more. Tickets are available starting at 10 a.m. Pacific today. For the pre-sale, general on-sale is tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific. Madonna has announced the rescheduled dates for the first North American leg of her Celebration tour, which was postponed stateside in June after the singer was hospitalized with a, quote, "serious bacterial infections." The new slate of dates in North America kicks off on December 13th at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Story of the Year are set to hit the road this fall in celebration of the 20th anniversary of Page Avenue. They're going to be joined by special guests 4 years strong, We the Kings, and Youth Fountain. Story of the Year will be performing Page Avenue in full alongside other fan favorites every night in cities across the United States. For Stevie Nicks, the story of Daisy Jones and the Six hit very close to home. The 75-year-old revealed that she has streamed the Prime Video series based on the book twice, which is loosely inspired by her own band, Fleetwood Mac. Just finished watching Daisy Jones and the Six for the second time, she wrote on Instagram. In the beginning, it wasn't really my story, but Riley Keough seamlessly soon became my story. It brought back memories that made me feel like a ghost watching my own story. It was very emotional for me. She also said, "I just wish Christine could have seen it. She would have really loved it." Following the death of her bandmate Christine McVie in November, Stevie Nicks honored the legendary keyboardist with a handwritten note, which she signed, "See you on the other side, my love. Don't forget me." Fan-filmed video of the August 5th question and answer session, Metallica the Black Album in black and white book signing that happened at the Rizzoli bookstore in New York City, by Metallica's official photographer, Ross Halfin, can be seen online. Metallica bassist Robert Trujillo and guitarist Kirk Hammett also took part in the discussion, which was moderated by Steven Shirazi, the editor of Metallica's fan club magazine, So What? The book signing is part of the Metallica takeovers, which are happening around the city, where Metallica have their M72 World Tour showing up on the No Repeat weekends. This weekend, Metallica are live streaming their 2 concerts from Arlington, Texas, in movie theaters around the world. You can get more details at metallica.film. July 2023 marked the first time traditional broadcast and cable television networks accounted for less than 50% of television viewership since the media analytics firm Nielsen began tracking platform usage over 2 years ago. Although overall TV usage slightly increased compared to the previous month, the growth was primarily driven by streaming services, which reached an all-time high of 38.7% of the total TV usage. Another 11.6% of TV fell under the other use category, which includes activities like playing video games on TV screens and physical media playback. Britney Spears pole dancing to 9 Inch Nails' Closer was a video she uploaded on Instagram. On Sunday, the 41-year-old singer, who frequently posts videos of her dancing on Instagram, announced that she had had the stripper pole installed a couple of days ago and that she was testing it out. And Greta Van Fleet singer Josh Kiska told Rolling Stone in a new interview that he was originally apprehensive about the reaction he would get with his heartfelt Instagram post, finally coming out of the closet, saying he was in a loving same-sex relationship for the last 8 years. He told Rolling Stone he was really concerned. I felt like, quote, well, I'm going to have a target on my back. You really feel that way. It's unfortunate, but it's true. However, to Rolling Stone, he said, quote, everything had been met with love and acceptance and humility and respect, and that was a huge wave of reassurance that things are moving in the right direction. As a performer and as an entertainer, a huge weight was lifted because ultimately, as an artist or as a person, we just want to be understood to some degree. And that's your sit rep. For more details on all of the stories, check the links in the show notes of this episode. And don't forget to follow and subscribe to the Mistress Carrie Podcast. New full-length episodes come out every Wednesday. Episode 167, featuring Richard Patrick from Filter, is available now.
To those who visit Mickey D's for their favorite breakfast item and then go somewhere else for coffee, give this Mickey D's brew a second chance. The glow up was real.
Try any size iced coffee brewed with 100% Arabica beans for just 99 cents until 11 a.m. And pair it with a savory sausage McMuffin with egg for $2.79. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.